what do I even say about this story? So Steve Bannon did this at CPAC after Elon did his 2 back-to-back heart throws that looked like Romans. Steve Bannon decided to throw this out at CPAC.
The only way that they win is we retreat, and we're not going to retreat. We're not going to surrender. We're not going to quit. Fight, fight, fight.
It's so random.
Fight, fight.
It's so random. He just throws it out there, brings it back in. And the thing is, right? Steve Bannon, he knows what he's doing. He's not stupid. Elon Musk, I could see him doing it to be edgy and do it. I could also see him actually just being that stupid. Steve, no, he knows what he's doing. And whether it is Steve Bannon signaling that he's a Nazi, or whether it's Steve Bannon doing this for attention, either way, it doesn't matter. Either way, it normalizes it, makes it look cool to the base, and it brings Nazism to the forefront of the movement, even if he doesn't openly declare it. It's you're dripping in the droplets and you're spreading it slowly, increasing the temperature. So by the point you're boiling and you see swastikas everywhere, you're like, fuck, where'd that come from? This isn't good. Whether it's just to get attention for his show so he can make a quick buck, or it's not, and it's because it's a genuine belief, either way, it's bad. And the thing is, right, the cope is always going to be, well, you know, people wave. What was this? This isn't a wave. He just put his arm up. He just did it.
Fight, fight.
It was no wave. A wave is like this, and then, see, the ways that they do the, like, Democrat screenshots with, like, see, or, like, or other Republicans, like, people used to do this with Bush, too, back in the day, is he would wave, and then his arm would go over here, and then you freeze, and then you'd be like, aha, got him, look at him, Nancy, right? That was what they were doing. That's not comparable to if George Bush in mid-sentence just went full Roman, or if he did 2 back-to-back enthusiastic Romans, like Elon did. And you might think I'm a libtard pussy, okay? For being like, come on, Dylan. The French far right, as in, like, not like, oh, you know, a French conservative. The French, Marine Le Pen's party, the one that has ties to historical fascist movements, where it was born in, when it was from her father's roots, that leader canceled his speech at CPAC after Steve Bannon did that salute and went back to France. Because he did not want to appear cordial with Nazism or be around that vibe, because the French, being occupied by the Nazis, and Front National doing its best to normalize itself so it can not lose to Macron again, does not want to be, they want a dog whistle, not a bullhorn, if anything. If anything. And this isn't even a bullhorn. This is just, he put it on the radio. He's bought a full-time ad in the, like, a full page ad in the New York Times or something. If the French far right are too uncomfortable to chill at CPAC, when is it no longer CPAC and it's FPAC, the Fascist Political Action Conference? Like, at a certain point, like, you got to be careful. Or you're no longer talking about constitutionalism, you're talking about gut Article 1. Hail Trump, hail victory. We're going to drain the swamp. Let's bring Europe's most corrupt ghoul, Viktor Orban, over to tell us how. Oh, boy. Guess we do have to actually talk about Kash Patel, huh? Have you seen the interview in the New York Times by John Bowerman from Germany? No, I have not. I am not subscribed to the New York Times. You know what I'm subscribed to? The Bible. No, I mean, I just... NPR. In foreign affairs. Okay, let's talk about Kash Patel. This is not good. Kash Patel, Trump's most loyal, devout cult warrior, has been confirmed as FBI director. This is the man who's supposed to be protecting us against domestic terror threats and such. He was just confirmed by the Senate in a 51-49 vote, meaning 2 Republicans voted no. Now, Kash Patel is a Trump cultist. And when I say Trump cultist, I mean he is a Trump cult. I don't mean he's a Trump supporter. I don't mean he's a Trump staffer. I don't mean he is a Trump, true believer. I mean he is a Trump cultist. If Trump goes down, he will be in there drinking the Kool-Aid with him as like he's Eva Braun, okay? That's what he will be doing. Kash Patel, back in 2022, way before people were really talking about him being FBI director, when people were just talking about him as a crazy person who's the dangerous guy in Trump's circle, I mean, he wasn't taken seriously as somebody who can get to a position like this, but people still thought it was dangerous that people were taking him seriously at all. When he was talking about just going after Democrats for being on committees that investigated Trump, for the mere crime of looking into Trump's criminal activity, you could be put under investigation. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to arrest Trump's opponents, openly declaring this. Like, all the time. You just check any of his podcast appearances. And, like, going after Trump's political opponents is, like, normal cult behavior. But he's a freak. This guy, Kash Patel, is a fucking freak. He's, like, an other-level cult. Look at this. Do you know what this is? This is a children's book written by Kash Patel called The Plot Against the King. And you've got evil Hillary Clinton in front of great King Trump and Wizard Patel and all these evil schemers like the Comeys and the whoever's and the this and the that are scheming against Trump. The plot against the good king. This is for children. I was reading reviews on the Amazon page for this. There are grandmas that are actually giving this book to their children. Real reviews, written the way that only a grandma who barely knows how to interact with the internet knows how, meaning that children are being given this to read, The Plot Against the King. And if you thought this was weird enough, he did it not once, not twice, The Plot Against the King 2,000 Mules, in reference to like voter ballot stuffing, saying, teaching children the election was stolen, which he truly believes, and is now a key requirement. You need to believe the election is stolen to get top FBI picks. They're asking those questions in FBI meetings, like FBI like hiring meetings. But a third time, The Plot Against the King 3, The Return of the King, written by Kash Patel. Now you can see Harris, you can see Sleepy Joe, you can see new characters. This dude's a freak, man. This is the type of man that if Trump tells him to go arrest Hillary because it would be funny, he would do it. This is the man that will do anything Trump wants. These are the type of man that he wanted, and this is the type of man that the Senate approved. The Senate could have decided not to. The Senate could have said no, pick somebody who has experience at the FBI, pick somebody who knows what they're doing. But they gave Trump what he wanted. The party is on his leash. This is Trump's party. It's not Reagan's party. It's not Lincoln's party. It's Trump's party. It's online. What's this? Is that Kohl's? Kohl's? It was at Kohl's? How did it get into Kohl's? Why is there a Kohl's receipt on what? Okay, I'm done. That's enough for one day. Nope, I don't need to know. I don't want to know. Why was Kohl's carrying that? Who is going through Kohl's and is like, I want to indoctrinate my child into thinking Trump is king and he can never lose an election? So what a convenient time to stumble upon this book. What the fuck is Kohl's? Kohl's sells clothing. It's like a clothing store. Is what you go, you need some jeans, you go to Kohl's or something. It's a department store, yeah. I mean, I see they have like, sometimes they'll have like, you know, like a little corner with some toys, maybe corner with like a certain section. But is there like a Trump section at Kohl's? Was this just in the book section and they didn't think about it? Was it like they just bought a bunch of hand-me-down books and then sell them at a markup price? Like I don't know what the strategy is or how happened upon it. I refuse to believe that they have like a whole like shelf just for this. I refuse to believe. There's a large, crazy portion of America, but I mean, like, at Kohl's? At Kohl's? The Trump drip aisle, exactly. Ay, ay, ay.